Hi everyone, welcome back to the Vinyl Vault. Today I've bought records that have been stored in a basement for years and years and years. Met a guy at a boot sale, he pulled out this pile of records and they are filthy dirty, but the reason being is he said he'd pulled them up from the basement and he wanted to get rid of them, so I bought them. Now I don't know if I was wise or stupid, but I've put on my gloves today because you'll see that these are filthy, but you might say, oh, it's okay because of the price, but you might say, no, I wouldn't have touched them, because I know some of you are a bit particular about the condition. So these were 50p each. Now for 50p each I couldn't leave them, but they are in a bad way, let's say that. So I'm going to show you, got my gloves on because some of them are filthy, they've been in the basement, may well have been chewed by mice or rats. You'll have to help me decipher that, but let's go through them and I'll show you what there is, and hopefully I won't get poisoned or anything. So this is the first one that was obviously in the stack, and you can see it was sitting at the front of the stack for a long time because of the mess of it. So it's absolutely covered in dust. Now I haven't checked the condition of any of these. I thought it was a bit of a laugh. I thought it was a bit of fun, but also I found it amusing. For 50p each, I found it amusing. I thought I'm just going to buy it and I'm going to show you guys live on the video while I look at them. So this one could be okay. It's actually in a plastic sleeve, so the dirt is actually only on the cover. But as you can see, that has got many years of Ming on it. So I am going to pull it out and we're going to have a look at the condition for the first time, probably in about, I don't know, I'm going to guess, what do you reckon, 30 years or something? Can't be really sure. So there's the older Minging sleeve. So let me get myself in order. Let's get rid of that. I don't want to get covered in dirt and dust. So put that down. Right, so the record, when you take it out of that Minging sleeve, it doesn't seem too bad, but we're going to look. Now I haven't looked at any of these while I was at the boot sale, so you're going to see it first hand with me. So it's gatefold sleeve. It's like this. This is it. First view with me. Smells a bit musty. Let me just pull it out. Right. I have not checked these, and you're probably going to say you should have checked them. Why would you buy them blind? But it's all in the name of entertainment, isn't it? Really, let's be honest. Right. So, yeah, make your own mind up. So there's the label. Here are the scratches, and let me turn it over. That side might not be the worst. This is side 2. And that is the muck and rubbish, if I can get that nicely in shot. That's the muck and rubbish on side 2. So that might clean up. It just seems to be a little bit of surface grub, dirt, food, whatever it is, I'm not really sure. So that's Elton John. What is that? Oh, that looks like it might be self-titled. Right, so that's probably that was the dustiest one. This is Phil Collins. Now this one, the dirt was up, you can see the dirt. This one was just obviously sticking out on the side of the little collection, so the dirt on this one is on that side. So I'm not going to clean it while I'm on the show with you, but I will pull it out and we'll have a look, and this will be the first time I've looked at the condition. So it's got the inner sleeve. Now, okay, this record has not been played much, but it is covered in finger marks. Less so much dust, but loads of finger marks. So that's the label. And then we've got finger marks and so on it. That's side 2. Again, big whacking finger marks on it, big thumbprints and so on. Now these will probably clean up okay, but and you may well have said I wouldn't buy them, and that might be the feedback that I get. But would you risk it for 50p? That is the question. Would you risk it for 50p? I think Phil Collins is. I think the first two are worth 50p. This one is Gladys Knight and the Pips. Now this one is in a same sort of plastic sleeve, but this isn't as grubby. I mean, it's hard to see it. It isn't as grubby, but you can see it is dusty on there. So that one's going to go in the bin as well. Right. So it's got a hype sticker which says includes The Way We Were new single, and it was not too bad a condition. Looks to be in its paper inner. Now let's pull the record out, see how we're doing condition wise. Right, now this is quite clean, but it's probably only a VG because this has a lot of scratches, and it's hard for me to show you on the camera the scratches because it all looks so great when you look at it. But let me show you where the big scratches are. Well, I say big scratches, they're there. Let's see if I can get that one in shot. It's there. See it? So it's not feelable, so that might just play and be fine. So that's Gladys Knight and the Pips. Right, okay. This is grubby. I'm not sure. The record at the front of the stack you can understand. Maybe he had a couple. Maybe they were in a couple of little piles. This one is filthy, but luckily again, it's in one of those PVC sleeves. Now I can just see now through here there's some water damage. So let's open this up. Again, first time this has been out. So there's your minging sleeve. Right. Some water damage up here in the corner, which is a bit of a shame. Little crease down there. So let's have a look. We're going in first time in many years. Correct inner with the minging sleeve edition. Right. Let's see what we got. Going in blind. So that is a VG Plus visual grade with plenty of dust. So that's side A, that's side 1, and that is side 2. So that one's not too bad. That's actually surprisingly good. It's actually quite exciting. Buying records and not actually checking the condition. It's like it feels like a bit of a gamble. It's quite enjoyable. Okay, right, now we might be going down the hill now. So you can probably see that's quite dusty and dirty. It's got cobwebs down on this end, which you can see, and then we get to the corner that's slightly worrying, which I don't know what it is. It could be a mouse or rat chew. Now, what does that look like? I'm not sure. Now, you might say I wouldn't touch that even for 50p. I wouldn't touch that, but it's 50p, so I couldn't resist. But it does look like. I mean, it looks like it's been chewed. So, hence the gloves. A few dinks on the back cover, and slightly wavy sleeve. Now here, bit of a stain on the front. Gatefold sleeve. Check that out. Comes with spiders. Turn off now if you don't like spiders. Maybe that was spiders eating that corner. Right, let's look. So let's see what's in here. Hopefully no spiders are going to come running out. So we have got. I don't really want to stand that up that way. I'll put that way, I think. Right. Smells musty. The sleeve's got some water damage up there. And we've got a black inner. So glad I've got gloves on today. Right, let's have a look. Right. So there's some dust, dirt, hair and finger marks and some fluff, but the vinyl is actually really quite glossy. We got some, that's a hair, that's some fluff, and there's some finger marks, so you can see a record that needs some love and attention. Let me put that back in there. That will actually clean up though, believe it or not. So I'm going to stand it up that way because it's a bit minging. Right, here we go now. This one was Bon Jovi, New Jersey. Somewhere they sold it in a clear out department for £3.99, but this is the bit that's worrying. This is the bit that's worrying. Up here in the corner. It's a bit worrying. That looks like it's claw marks or teeth marks. I would say that has been chewed. So that's a pretty bad cover. Bit of a shame really. Right, record. Okay, I'm doing it carefully because I don't want all this muck all over the place. That's Bon Jovi. Right, so I didn't quite get to the corner. I only just started getting through to the corner of the inner sleeve. Let's pull it out and have a look. Okay, visual grade, near mint with dust. It really is near mint and glossy, visual grade. So it's not a play grade. I went blind, I paid 50p. I'm actually quite happy. The problem is the cover is an issue, so not really sure what I'm going to do with that. I might have to wait. Until another one turns up where the cover is good and the record is not so good, and then I can swap them out. Right, the Pretenders didn't quite get the same treatment up in the corner as the last one. Correct inner. Okay, what do you reckon? What's the chances of this being any good? This is, again, VG Plus, near mint, visual grade. Not much dust or dirt on this one at all, to be honest. So again, which ones would you pay 50p? You pay 50p for? Are you happy to pay 50p for the Pretenders in that condition, or would you have not touched it in the first place? So that was the Pretenders. Then we've got Michael Jackson. Again, these are sort of dusty, if you can see. This one's actually, you can see this was sticking out of the stack on this side. It's all dusty. Oh, I didn't realise that's got some rips on the rear. So it's a gatefold sleeve, and looks like it's in its correct inner sleeve. So again, the record on this is a good VG plus to near mint, visual grade when it's cleaned up. I mean, my visual grade is sort of taken into consideration when you give it a clean. When you've given it a clean, it's going to be VG plus to near mint, the vinyl, but the cover's not. So I don't know how you grade the whole package when the cover's one condition, the vinyl's another. I suppose you just grade them individually. Right, this one does not look as dusty. Again, Michael Jackson. It's had a lot of I don't know, records have been leaning on that. It's got like a really bit of an indent on that. So this is gatefold. Looks like it's in its correct paper sleeve. Now this one doesn't look as bad condition, so let's see. This, I've got a feeling this is going to be in good condition. I say good, I mean better, but it's yeah, this isn't actually as good. This is going to be a VG, a bit of Q-burn on this. Side one, side two. This is grubby. You probably won't pick it up on the camera. Grubby with some Q-burn. Not sure if I can get the Q-burn in shot. there. And smelling musty. So that was Off the Wall, Michael Jackson. Then we've got, this is Culture Club, so this is Boy George. And doesn't look in too bad a condition. Let's see what's in here. So we have we have a number of things. Hold on. No, that's the vinyl. Right, this is like a booklet, sort of booklet, three-page booklet lyric sheet thing. And then we've got the vinyl paper sleeve. This one looks like it's in better condition. Again, visual grade. This is definitely, with a clean, this will be near mint. This is it's just dust. There's no scratches on it at all. So that's nice condition. What year is that? Is that 80? That's 84. I thought it might be 84. That's Culture Club. Right, then we've got Paul Simon, Graceland. This has got a hype sticker on it, and this has got a bit of chewage on the corner. And what is that? Is that a hole? I don't know what that is. Is that a spider's web or is that a hole? I'm not sure what that is. It could be a bit of sticker. I'm not sure what that is. Right. In its inner sheet. Gonna have to really give these a clean. Well, the records need to clean. It's the sleeves that are the issue. Right, this is side one. And this is really, again, when with a clean, this vinyl was going to be near mint. It's a shame the covers get trashed, isn't it, really? Because the records are nice, all protected inside the paper. Right, we've got Wings, At the Speed of Sound. This one is a little bit bowly. Not sure if you can see it. Would you buy it for 50p? If this was in front of you for 50p, Wings, slightly bowed, would you buy it 50p without checking the condition? Let's see what's going on inside. So, correct inner sleeve. Let's look at the condition. Okay, we have got a vinyl that is in VG Plus to near mint. Again, when this is cleaned, this is going to be near mint. It's just a sleeve letting it down. Really nice. Really nice. It might have the slightest, literally the slightest, very slightest warp. Very slightly. So that's not too bad for 50p, is it? Okay. Level 42. Right, this one's seen some hardship. It's got some staining down there. Let's hope that's just oil rather than anything else. Up in this corner we've got some Ming. That's the rear. And let's look inside. Looks like it's in the correct inner. Is worrying that yellow stain on the bottom there, isn't it? Bit of a worry, that one. That is a bit of a worry, but we're gonna roll with it. This just not going to stand it up that way. Right. Okay. Covered in hair. Mouldy yellow stain has come through onto the record, so that's going to need a clean. Right. This is, I don't know, one of the sides. Final, other than that, is glossy. There's the dirt that's come through, and that's the label. So that one might have to have a new inner sleeve. Wouldn't be so bad even if I just give it a plain one. It's got half a chance. Right, what else have we got? Okay, Queen, the Miracle. Now this has got a little bit of chewage on the corner, just a little bit of chewage. not as much as one of those first records. This was obviously tucked further back, so whoever has decided to eat it couldn't quite get to Queen. Or let's be honest, it might not be that at all. It could be that he didn't like Queen, so he didn't chew in. Correct, Tina? And again, with a clean, this could be VG plus to near min. Let's just find you the A side. Lots of dust and dirt on it though, but it will clean up nice. So that's that one. What else have we got? Right, we've got Yazoo upstairs at Eric's. Again, a little bit of chewage on the corner there, so someone was hungry. That's a shame, because other than that chew on the corner, it doesn't look too bad. Correct inner sleeve. Oh, please subscribe if you're watching this channel or watching this video and you haven't subscribed. Please subscribe. Also leave a comment, and the best thing you can do to help me out is if you share it. If you like these videos and you've got a friend that's into vinyl or getting into vinyl, share these videos. It will help the channel and inspire me to keep going. Always good to get your comments, and thank you to everyone that's leaving nice feedback and sharing their years of knowledge and expertise, telling me about the groups, artists, labels, mispresses, you name it. I'm grateful for all that information. Okay, Sade, Diamond Life. Again, dusty, little bit warped maybe, that one. That's the gatefob, but I think that's stuck together. That won't come apart. If I pull that, it's just going to rip, which would be a shame. That will not come apart. That is stuck. That's just stuck solid. You can probably hear it. Oh, smashed my camera up. Right, look, let's just try. I'll do my best. No, that's not going to work. If I do that, it's going to rip, so we won't do that, but we'll look at the record. We'll have a look at the record. What a shame. What a shame. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is going to clean up nicely. Sade. Just smelling musty. Okay, next out of the box we have the very best of Elton John. Now, slightly bent corners. Yeah, these didn't get well. These weren't well looked after. They've been sitting in the basement for a long time. So, correct inners, musty edition. Let's have a look at the vinyl. Yeah, VG plus. I probably won't pull out both records, but that's side one of the first LP, and this is side two. Now, the good thing is, over the last couple of years, I've been picking up duplicates, and I keep saying that I eventually will upgrade and find the best copy, but these are the examples where the cover might not be good on this, but the records might be better records in here than on one that I've got with a nice cover, so I can switch them and make an absolute pristine copy. So it is worth, if they're cheap enough, it is worth picking up doubles, and then you can you can make yourself like combine and make a really good copy. So that's definitely worth doing. This is Spandau Ballet True. Looks like there was a little bit of chewing going on the corner, and you can see some stain and watermarks there. Right, correct inner. Now, I don't know how you got inside to chew it, but it's got chewed inside as well. Let's have a look at the vinyl. Again, this is a VG Plus, not a good. It's a VG Plus, just dusty and dirty. So again, it's going to need a clean. But for the 50p, I think it's a good buy. But would you have bought it? I'm sure there's going to be a lot of you say you wouldn't touch it. Okay, then we've got Styx Paradise Theatre. This has got a hype sticker on it saying exclusive laser etched disc. Now this has been protected somewhat by having this PVC sleeve on it, so I'm going to get rid of that. And this doesn't look too bad then. So what have we got here? So gatefold sort of opens up that way, and then we're looking like that inside. Okay, so this is near mint. It will be near mint once it's cleaned. That's side one. Right, this is the etched side with the sort of band logo on it. So I'll show you the label first. That's the label, and then we've got this sort of etched, I don't know if you can see it, it's etched logo in the wax. If I turn it round, bit of dust and dirt, as you can see. It's hard to pick it up, but there it is in there. It is etched in there. Where's it gone? Yeah, so that's that one. I don't know much about that band. I couldn't tell you anything about their songs, but for 50p, I suppose it's not too bad. This has got to be worth 50p. This is Soul II Soul Club Classics Volume 1. This is a great LP. This was bought in HMV for $5.99 originally, many years ago. I mean, there's some great songs on here. Keep On Moving, featuring Karen Wheeler. Fair Play, featuring Rose Windross. That's wicked. Feel Free. That's wicked. Back to Life. Back to Life. Didn't know that was on there. Back to Life. Anyway, that's a great LP. That's well worth 50p. Okie dokie, that's the inner sleeve. Condition of the vinyl on this one, not as good. This is one of the worst conditioned ones today. So what we got, this is A side, but this is quite common, so I should get lucky and find another copy of this. This sold well, really good LP. One of my favourites from the era. It's actually dated 89. For some reason I thought it was a lot earlier, but yeah, so like that. Now this is pretty beat up, but this is a 12-inch. Now I think this is New Order. Is this song called, is it called Blue Monday or something like that? Let's have a look. Blue Monday, yeah, correct. Now this is a 12-inch and it's in VG Plus condition. I actually got a feeling, I mean this was a massive seller, but there are some versions of this I believe that are actually quite valuable. I don't know how you tell, but I can always look at that later. But this was quite a big song. This sold really well. So let me know if you're a New Order fan and if you have this 12-inch. And then the last LP looks like it, I don't know if that's wear or tear or that got chewed as well, but that's got a Sony Music Hype metallic sticker on it. This is Michael Jackson. What's this called? Dangerous. So this is an LP. It's a little bit grubby. You probably can't pick it up on camera. And it's a little bit, it's not totally straight, but it's got 2 records in it by the looks of it. So those are the inner lyric sheet things. very dusty and dirty with hairs and finger marks. And then side 2 again, dusty, dirty with finger marks. What year is this? 91. I think these are quite collectible again. And this is LP 2. This is a bit cleaner. So no, sorry, side 3 and side 4. So a lot of tracks for your money on that one. I don't know how much that would have been when it came out. It was probably quite expensive. But these are all 50p, as I've said. And you've just got to decide, would you have bought them for 50p? Or are they too dirty and damaged, and are you put off by the condition? I didn't check them, as I say, when I bought them, and they turned out to be okay. So I think some of these will clean up and be good. But if nothing else, hopefully it's entertained you. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.